Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to make some sexy lingerie, or at least some undergarments, and I have made a pattern for this which will be available on my Ko-fi, so go check that out after watching this video and let's just get on to it. Okay, so let's make a set of underwear and bra, sexy and all. So to do that I bought an underwear. I actually bought two, it was a set of two. But the reason I bought it was because I really wanted this lace, this beautiful lace. So I've gone ahead and cut one up already, and this is the lace that I ended up with. Now this does have elastic at the top, which I am going to incorporate for the back, because that will give me a little bit more of the stretch that I will need. So I'm going to try and incorporate that, and otherwise it's just a normal bit here. I will unpick this, so I've got more lace to work with, and yeah. Just something to note that the lace that I'm using does have a bit of stretch on its own, and I didn't really feel like I needed that extra elastic that I mentioned before, but I did incorporate it. Now the next part is cutting out all the pattern pieces, and that center front does need to be on fold, so I started out with that, and then I just kind of hoped that it was even on both sides. And after that it was just kind of figuring out the placing where I wanted each piece to be. And that little tall bit I'm cutting out now is the back piece. So yeah, this is basically the bra, all the pattern pieces for the bra. And I am using a pair of underwear that I used previously from Creative Mom. And I did take the straps, the bra straps, from the edges of the underwear that were already finished off. So yeah. Now let's get started with the sewing. And I am going to sew this all by hand, so just keep that in mind. You can possibly do this on the sewing machine, but I really wanted this to be as delicate as possible and just be really careful with all my seams. So that's why I'm doing it all by hand. So yeah, this here is the front pieces. I do have a bit of that finish of lace on the top there, so that's my finished edge, so I don't need to worry about finishing that bit. And then we have the side front cup bits, and we're going to be sewing those together. So you can see there the curve just attaches right there. Now, while I'm getting that all ready and I'm going to be sewing that, I do want to mention that for the underwear, I did purposefully cut them in two separate pieces instead of one long piece. And that was so that I could have the finished edge from the lace on both the top and on the front and the back finished edges. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was purposefully cut in half. Now back to sewing the bra. I am lining them up with the right sides together, and then I'm just going in and doing a simple back stitch, making sure to finish it really well at the beginning and at the end, just with a few of those, I don't know, slip stitches? I don't know what they're called. But yeah, I am just doing a simple back stitch all the way across the edge. I am not pinning this, as I found it was too bulky and it was easier just to move the fabric as I sewed. And that was because I was hand sewing. If this was under a machine, I would have definitely pinned. And now we repeat the sewing on the other side, which I've sped up incredibly. And after that, it is time to add the side pieces. So we're just doing the top row first. So the side bit is next, which I'm also doing with a simple back stitch on both of those pieces. Now it is a lot easier just to do this row by row, like I'm doing here. So I'm just continuing on to the bottom row now. And that is that center front piece with one of the front side pieces, and we're stitching that together on both of those with the back stitch before continuing on to their side back pieces.
So now we should have this bottom row with the 3 pieces, as well as this top row, which is 2 separate pieces, and we just have that back piece in the straps left. We are going to be attaching the top row to the bottom row next. So this is really important. Line up your edging, since that does make it look a lot better. And you may want to put like a pin in just to make sure that you have lined up those points before continuing all the way around. So yeah, take your time, get it as lined up as possible, as much as you feel like lining it up at least. They should line up really well, keep that in mind. And then just doing the back stitch once again all the way around for the 2 layers. Just making sure that the top here that I'm sewing now, that curved piece, does end up like leaving the middle open, so you may need to hem that if you don't have a piece of lace like I do that has your edging already finished on there. So keep that in mind, that you leave some room for the hemming. And that is one side sewn in and done. So now we are going to do that same thing for the other side. Now I have sewn the other side. It is just this little joining point I'm going to be stitching together. So it's just this little tiny point to make sure that the 2 front pieces align properly and are stitched together without gaping awkwardly. And just finishing that one off, and ta-da! That is what it's looking like, with the center front there completely finished off nicely without an awkward gap. So yeah, the next bit is just to finish this off, or almost finishing off at least. We are going to be adding the back piece, and it is just one with the elastic there. And yes, I do have the elastic at the bottom, mostly because I thought that that is where we might need some elastic. No, that's a joke. I didn't think that through, but I didn't really need the elastic anyway. Now we sew that back piece also onto the other side, so we have a nice little circle, just like that. And it's so beautiful with all the lace. Okay, it is time to add the straps on now, so just make sure you have them right sides together. Basically, that means making sure that the strap is downwards. So here I'm just showing how it's gonna end up, and then I'm going to change it so it's right sides together facing down. And just cleaning up that edge since I didn't cut that very neatly. And now all I need to do is sew that together nice and neat with a straight stitch. Do the same for the other side as well as the back. And the back will be attached right where you just attached the back, that final back piece. So yeah, just on each of those sides. That's sewn in place because when you do flip it over, the edges automatically kind of fall down to create a hem. You're just gonna sew right along there to hem it, basically. So yeah, I'm just doing a simple running stitch with the occasional back stitch just to secure it in place. And that is because I can't do back stitches that look beautiful on the inside. They usually look beautiful on the side that I'm looking at, and that's usually the wrong side. So I'm just doing a running stitch with the occasional back stitch to secure it. And with that done, we continue on to the shorts or the bottoms or the underwear. I'm just sewing the crotch together and then the side seams. And I do have a whole video on making bikinis that explain the shorts if you need more explanation. So keep that in mind. And that's it. This is the final result. I am so incredibly proud of this pattern. I absolutely love it, and this is exactly what I wanted to go for. The kind of sexy, but also in a weird way, still kind of modest since there's a bit more coverage. And I just absolutely love it, and I hope you really enjoyed this too. If you have any ideas for future projects, please message me or comment down below. I would love to know your ideas. I'm running out of ideas, so please message me. I would love them. Now, the pattern for this bra is available on my Ko-fi. You can find that for free, or you can choose to support me so I can continue doing all of this and buying the fabric that I need. I will leave the link in the description box below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell. It really helps me out. Give this video a big thumbs up. And I will see you all next time. Bye!